Hi, my name is Susan Zahari of Zahari Productions. Today's show will take you on a tour of the Animal Welfare League in Alexandria, Virginia. This nonprofit organization provides shelter for abused, injured, and abandoned animals. So come on down, check out the facilities, and pick up a new best friend.
The shelter provides a temporary safe haven for stray and lost animals and animals given up by their owners. During their stay at the shelter, all animals receive necessary veterinary care, nutritious food, exercise, and plenty of love and attention from the well-trained and experienced staff. As an open admission shelter, they accept every animal brought to them, regardless of health, age, behavior, or temperament. Adoptable animals are placed into their highly successful adoption program. There is no charge for giving up an animal. Animals may be given up anytime during regular business hours.
Hi, my name's Jimmy, and I'm the senior animal care tech here at the shelter, and I'm the evening tech, which basically means I run the shelter by myself. I'm responsible for all the animals coming in, whether they're domesticated or wildlife. I mean, I can get dogs, I can get cats, gerbils, hamsters, rabbits, squirrels, possums, raccoons, snakes, snapping turtles, geese, you name it, and I'm responsible for it when it comes into the shelter. Also, as an animal care technician, I'm responsible for making sure all the dogs and cats are medicated on a regular basis, that all the puppies under the age of 6 months are fed, the kittens under 6 months are fed twice a day. We try to have puppy parties at night when we have adequate time. Responsible for receiving the animals when they come in. If they're strays, we check for microchips, we check for ID tags, try to match them up with the lost owner. If there are owner give-ups, then what we have to do is receive them. Everybody gets vaccinated, they're put into a cage. And then I'm also responsible for sending these guys home when they get adopted. And basically that's going to include microchipping him, which is not my favorite part of the job because it's like harpooning these puppies. But it also means cleaning his ears, his nails, bathing him. I'm also socializing a lot of the puppies, and some of the ones that we get from the rural rescue groups I take home on a foster basis and try to basically make them more sociable so they can get adopted. Bad times my daughter helps me out at home, and she comes in here at night sometimes with the puppies like Louie here, who's up for adoption, and she helps socialize him so he becomes a well-rounded member of the society.
Animal adoptions. The comprehensive pet adoption program focuses on matchmaking for life. The League finds permanent, loving homes for over 1,000 animals each year. When you are ready to add a pet to your family, visit the shelter to meet the animals and speak with knowledgeable staff about choosing the right pet for you and your lifestyle.
This is Cleo. She's about 5. Oh, there we go, sweetie. She's been here for a couple of months looking for the right home. She came in with her brother, who's been adopted. She's a lovely, very laid back, very easygoing, very good-natured girl. Sort of the classic brown tabby. She was brought here originally because her owners were divorcing. We did have the opportunity to place her in a home with a person who decided they weren't quite ready for a cat. So she's looking for a more permanent placement. You know, you'd like to get down and explore, wouldn't you?
Pet care assistance. Trained staff members provide callers with information on hundreds of pet care topics in an effort to help solve problems and keep pets in their homes. The League also maintains a busy Lost and Found program to reunite lost animals with their families. Reduced cost spay-neuter program. Spaying or neutering your pet is currently the best answer for controlling the overpopulation of companion animals. It also makes dogs and cats healthier and better companions. Thanks to the participation of many local veterinarians, we are able to offer this important surgery at a considerable reduction in cost. The program is available to everyone without income restrictions.
Okay, well, what we're doing now is rabies vaccines, so any healthy cats get their shots before they are sent out to new homes. So we do a brief physical exam, make sure they're healthy, and then give them their vaccines.
Animal control and 24-hour animal assistance. The animal control officers enforce state and city laws pertaining to the welfare and control of animals. These dedicated professionals rescue animals in distress and respond to and investigate complaints of animal abuse and neglect. They help ensure that animals within the city of Alexandria receive proper, humane care.
In addition to responding to animal complaints, we also handle a multitude of calls that come from the police department in which they require us to assist them. We also rescue different types of wildlife, including not limited to hawks, sometimes eagles, ducklings, and amphibious creatures. I know that animal control responded to over almost 200 complaints for animal assistance and some cases of cruelty or neglect. We are all sworn officers here in the city of Alexandria. We do have the power to write a Virginia uniform summons. We do write those summonses in cases of animal neglect or animal cruelty. There are 4 officers. I'm one of the 4. There is 1 supervisor and 3 deputies.
Animal licensing. The League is under contract to the City of Alexandria and provides licensing services for pet owners in the city. All dogs and cats over the age of 4 months of age are required to be licensed. Whether you want to adopt a new best friend, need advice about deterring wildlife, find an injured cat, want your scout troop to learn about animals, or want to have your dog neutered, the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria is a full-service resource for the community. Dedicated to the welfare of both animals and people in the community, the League cares for unwanted and homeless animals, places animals in permanent, loving homes, and offers many programs and services to help animals and their companions.
Welcome to the Alexandria Animal Shelter. This is where it all starts. This is the reception area where everyone comes and greets. If you're going to visit animals, I ask you to sign in, and then I give you a brochure that explains the process. Ask you to go on back to the adoption section, and once you go back there, they handle you from that point on. That's where you deal with all the adoption. If you're bringing in an animal, if you're surrendering one, or you brought in a stray, you go over to that area. That is where the sign-ins all happen. And I basically am the greeter.
Now, finally, how to adopt an animal. Meet the cats, dogs, and other animals available for adoption. You may take dogs for a walk or play with them in the outdoor play areas. You may take cats out of their cages. Feel free to ask questions about many different animals and to read their evaluations. Animal evaluations are done to help you choose a new best friend who will fit in well with your family and your lifestyle.
In addition to intaking animals, and we also adopt animals, when they're, after they've been approved by the home visit, they go back and do the paperwork, then they come up front and they do all the signing, and they pay me. I get the money. We also sell products. We have wonderful t-shirts over here, and I just stepped on the cord. Wonderful t-shirts and lots of things for sale over there. It's all for profit for the shelter. 100% of it goes to the animals. Right now we're selling calendars. That's a good deal for the calendars. Great t-shirts, great products, dog and cat placement, placemats, oh, just you name it, we have it. We also sell quality dog food and lots of toys and things for the animals. In addition, we have spay-neuter certificates. We encourage folks to spay and neuter their pets. Certainly cut down on the pet population. The reason the shelter is in existence is because people do not spay and neuter their animals, and we would certainly like to see that. At some point, maybe us going out of business because everyone has spayed and neutered their animals. So basically, everything is done up front, and that's what I do.
Once you have chosen an animal, fill out an adoption application. It is designed to help make sure that you and your new best friend are a good match. Staff will review the application with you and schedule a time when one of the adoption counselors can meet with you in your home. All family members should meet the animal, and if you live in an apartment, you will be asked to provide permission from your landlord to have an animal.
Hi, I'm Lisa Miller, Community Outreach Coordinator, and I wanted to just give you an idea of what we do here at the shelter regarding our tours that we provide for various groups that are interested in seeing what the functions of the shelter are. People can expect on a typical tour to come in and be here for about an hour, and I usually start the tour off by introducing myself and what my role here is at the shelter and what the shelter's role is in the community for the service of the animals and the people living here. And the kids will ask some questions, and then I will go into what our purpose is here, why we are here, what our function is, and how we help the community. Also, I will give the kids an opportunity to give their own testimonies as to what animals they have, if any, at home, and give them the best way I know how is to tell them what their responsibilities are as pet owners and how animals' needs are so similar to our own, and also introduce them to ideas as to why people bring animals here to the shelter in the first place. And a lot of those times, oftentimes the children don't even think about these reasons. You know, we have too many animals at home, or we didn't spay or neuter our pets, and that's probably the biggest message that we want to give the children, is to prevent unwanted litters, and we just give that throughout every lesson that we conduct through the shelter. Okay, and in addition, after that segment is over, we will actually take the children on a tour, and we'll go through the small animal room, which includes the cats and ferrets and rabbits and guinea pigs and gerbils. And then we will go through the adoption, the first dog run, which is the dogs that are up for adoption. So they will be able to see what the public normally sees when they come in to visit. We will also watch a 10-minute video that will give them a good overview of how the policies and the protocol that we have here at the shelter as far as the adoption program goes, and how people can apply to adopt a new member of their family. So that's it.
Great.
We're going without a script here, you know. That part I'm completely comfortable with. It's the camera.
New Year, and he was brought in on New Year's Eve. He was found as a tiny, tiny kitten, maybe 4 or 5 weeks old. And I'm looking to adopt him, but I'm third on the list, so I'm only going to get him if the other two don't work out.
Oh, you're third on the list
I'm
to adopt.
third on the list to adopt baby. And Chevy is quite jealous behind you. Look at that face. Who wouldn't love that face?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, he loves the camera, too. Yes. Look at baby. Yes.
He's big. That's your workout.
This is my workout
So
for the
tell
day.
me a little bit about this Moby.
This is Moby. He is here. His family just decided they didn't want to take care of him any longer. They took care of him a lot while they had him. As you can see, he's a lot of cat. He would like somebody who would like to go on a diet with him.
Oh, I'm going to go on a diet, buddy.
He's a little on the heavy side, but wow, he's sort of the epitome of a couch potato boy. He's just a laid back, sit around and love him kind of guy.
But he needs a good home.
He does.
So he's waiting for you.
Where are you going? You want to go back in?
Let's capture this face a second. Let's flip him around so that
this
the
way.
camera can see that
There you
lovely
go.
face.
And it's really good. Most heavy cats don't want to be held like this because they're so heavy, it's uncomfortable. But he's so good-natured that he's being very nice about letting me do this with him. All right, put you back.
Volunteering for the League. The League depends on hundreds of volunteers to help with everything from walking dogs to cleaning cages to running special events. To find out how you can volunteer, give them a call.
I volunteer here at the Alexandria Animal Shelter, and I really enjoy it. There are a lot of great staff here, a lot of great volunteers. I enjoy making a difference in the lives of the animals. That's what I like probably the best about it. I really enjoy meeting the people. You know, you've got, animal people coming in here. You've got people who are interested in making lives better for animals, whether they're coming to adopt or work here or volunteer. It's a wonderful environment. And you get to meet a lot of great animals, and you don't have to take all of them home. So you can surround yourself with the animals. A lot of great volunteer opportunities here. They need people with specialties, and they need people to just come in and make the lives of the animals a little better and cuddle with animals. I volunteer here in a couple capacities. One is in a cat companion, which is I go in the cat room about once a week and for a few hours and scratch heads, make sure they're comfortable, see to any of their needs, trim nails, groom them, make sure that they know someone loves them while they're here at the shelter. And then other days I'm here at the adoptions desk, and I help people more in the one-on-one, helping them fill out applications, helping them find an animal that will go with their lifestyle, that's good for them and it's good for the animal that they're trying to adopt, and help with that process along. It's a great place to work, it's a great place to volunteer, it's a great place to adopt. This is the adoptions desk and the adoptions area at the shelter. What we have here is a little area where the public can come and talk to us about what animal they're looking at. Back here we have one of our staff working with potential adopters. What happens is the people will come into the room, visit with, see an animal they want. We have information here in the books, little write-ups on each animal. Temperament testing is done on each one. That's written up. We give that to them to read. We want them to be able to understand what kind of animal they're looking at. Then what we do is we have them meet in one of these meeting rooms. We have an indoor and an outdoor room. And then if everything goes well with that, then we can go on to the application process. And all the paperwork, the books here, the binders on the animals are here. The applications are here. This is just our working area.
You're waiting to adopt this little kitty.
I am. I hope that I can, because I'm third on the list. And I'll only get the kitty if the other two don't work out. But this is a special guy. He is really sweet. He's only about 9 weeks old, and he was found as a stray on New Year's Eve and brought in here, from what I understand. And he's all over the place. This guy's got personality plus.
Well, if he goes home with you, he's got a good home.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're so pretty, yes. Oh. Oh, what a sweetie. Well, good luck. I hope you get to take him home.
I hope I do too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I wish you could hear him purr. He's purring up a storm right now.
Smile for the camera.
Look, baby. Oopsie. Baby. Camera. 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 Yes. I think he knows. Very photogenic. Yes, he is.
The Animal Welfare League of Alexandria is a non-profit organization. We've been around in the community since 1946, and we contract with the City of Alexandria for basic sheltering services and animal control services within the city. For all the other programs and services that we offer to people and animals of the community, we rely on donations. Most of those come from individuals. We hold fundraising events throughout the year to help us raise funds to pay for our adoption services, humane education, community outreach, wildlife rescue, lost and found, and many other programs that the community has relied on and just can't live without. They're very important to the quality of life of people and animals that we serve here.
The League runs an open-door shelter where no animal is ever turned away. They receive animals from all over the Washington metropolitan area and occasionally as far away as Tennessee and Florida. Even with the increasing numbers of dogs, cats, birds, and other animals, they are committed to providing the very best care for all animals that pass through their doors. They routinely have more than 100 animals to care for each day, and it takes the kennel staff the entire day to clean, exercise, medicate, and feed them all. All of the dogs, cats, and other animals receive fresh bedding and a toy at least once a day. Dogs have multiple exercise yards, and many are walked twice a day to help maintain housebreaking. Even rabbits and guinea pigs are given daily exercise and frequent socialization to help keep them healthy and happy. Their highest priority is maintaining a high quality of life for all animals while they are a guest at the facilities. The shelter offers counseling on bereavement. Losing a pet is a painful experience, but as the months go by, the sharp pains that grip our soul begin to dull with time. The life of our friend begins to fade in the book of memories. After a respectful length of time, a new pet may be just the prescription for a grieving household. We grow to love animals with such an intensity that the crushing loneliness we experience after their death is staggering. Our pets offer us constant companionship, devotion, and have permitted us to experience love in its purest form. The sadness of losing this devoted friend creates emptiness in our soul, but can be soothed by giving another animal a chance to experience love and affection. Yes, we shall continue to long for our old departed friend. When you are ready, go to the shelter and save the life of an animal that would otherwise be committed to an unwarranted death. This new friend will create a special place in your heart with a profound uniqueness, but will never replace that sacred spot in your heart held for your departed friend. I would like to thank our viewing audience for taking a tour with us to the Animal Welfare League in Alexandria, Virginia. Come on down, check out the facilities, but most of all, check out these beautiful animals that need a home. They're waiting for you, so come on down.